Welcome to the channel. This video is going to be a compilation of day 2 working on my Mark IV and day 3 of working on my Mark IV. I got some help from my girl. She came out and helped me get the hood off. I got the front end relatively completely disassembled, minus a couple of components. Fenders are off. Axles are out, hood's off. It's going through the wiring harness, trying to figure out what needs to be disconnected and what doesn't. Turns out on this car, the wiring harness is all one complete piece, integrating all of the wiring from inside the car, behind the dash, as well as everything under the hood and in the wheel wells for the sensors, for the brakes and the speed wheel sensors. So I opted out of trying to disconnect the wiring harness from the body and leaving the rest of the wiring harness connected to the body, and just ended up disconnecting the wires off of the motor and the transmission, what's left, and got all of that out of the way to get the motor and trans out. In the process of going through all of this, figured out what was going to work best for me, disassembling and moving forward in the transition of getting everything off of the old body and prepped for the new body. Day 2 was relatively simple and straightforward. Wasn't in a rush, wasn't moving too fast, wasn't doing too much. I was just trying to work through everything I had going on and come up with a solid game plan for getting the motor and trans out. I still hadn't disconnected anything from the bottom as far as the subframe and control arms and all of that stuff. All of that stuff was removed on day 3, and you'll see that here further into the video. But other than wiring for day 2 was the main thing. A couple of my buddies came by, a couple friends, drank some beers, talked some shit, cracked some jokes. They just came over for moral support, I guess. See there, it's just different components, heater hoses, power steering lines, the linkage for the manual gearbox and everything had to be removed. The fuse panel inside the vehicle is all connected. On day 3, my little brother came over and put some tools in his hand and put them to work to see if he would rise to the challenge or the occasion of getting the motor out. And sure enough, on day 3, we got the rest of the lower end of the car disassembled, and he helped me get the subframe out, and then he helped me pull the motor. Turns out I will be needing to order new control arms, possibly a new subframe, and motor and trans mounts, as well as the dog bone mount. After getting the motor out, I found out that my motor mount, after getting the motor out, I found out that my motor mount was actually completely broken. Wasn't even holding the motor anymore. It was just sitting in there. So long parts list coming up here very soon. Gonna put that order in and get all that stuff on its way to my house. But yeah, day 2 and day 3 came to the conclusion of motor out of the old body. So next we're going to be looking at removing the interior panels, seats, dashboard. Not too thrilled about getting the carpet out. Probably leave it because it's all beat up. Probably going to take the headliner out and just the rest of the trimmings, the panels and stuff like that. And anything I have left over in the trunk will be out. May or may not drop the oil, or not the oil, excuse me, drop the fuel tank and keep that as a backup just in case. Parting this thing out all the way to its bare bones. Whatever I can keep to use, I will. Until next time. Later.